Welcome to Comments Below, where you leave your comments below. I'm David, and this is Poet, and this feels weird because he normally does this.
This is the show called Comments Below, where you leave your comments below, we read them out, and after the quickfire round, we have this beautiful moment in the show, only described as Comment of the Week. First comment. Who's it from?
It is from Tiny Tim KB10, who has said, "What do you think of Liverpool's 6-0 obliteration of Newcastle?"
Well, since you happen to be the Liverpool fan, you should kick it off.
6-0, I think it was brilliant.
Good game?
It was good. I was revising, but I mean, I did see the goals. Sturridge, really impressed with him again. He's on the ball. Coutinho, finally, we have that creative midfielder to ping the pass through. He's very suave.
He is, but it makes the thing is, I just wonder why he didn't play well at Inter Milan. There must be a reason. To be fair, against Chelsea, he was awful. Absolutely awful.
Awful. I watched him against Partizan Belgrade. He wasn't great either.
So it's just a bit of dipping in and out of form.
Maybe it's like the Italian league. It's just different. He's only 20. I'm 20, so ups and downs. He's still developing mentally, physically. You know,
well, we'll see.
Hormones.
We'll have to see a full season for Coutinho before we make a fair
come
assessment.
summer, we can judge Coutinho properly, but very, very talented and a good hope for the future. But maybe it was just because Newcastle were just so bad.
Newcastle were awful, absolutely awful. I don't understand why they turned up.
I was seeing Liverpool fans once again saying that we don't need Suarez. What are you talking about? We beat an under-par Newcastle side 6-0 without Suarez, and I'm seeing, oh no, we can sell him. How? What dimension are you living in? Narnia, I don't understand. How can you say this? I'm expecting Brendan to come out so we can qualify for Champions League now as well.
Probably, yeah.
We're going to get really happy after like a really good win. I just don't want to hear a Liverpool fan say again that we can do without him, because we can't. We need him.
I honestly feel like it was a good win. It could have been 7.
Coutinho
hit the bar from like 30 yards. But
he's been good.
Newcastle were really Kieran Dyer. They were awful. When you look at the players they had on the field, like Tiote was linked with Arsenal. Thank the Lord we didn't sign him. Hatem Ben Arfa, he just might as well just come Arsenal because he's a really good player. I think that you have far too much quality to be staying at a team that poor. Apart from that, everyone else should stay there. They're a bit shit.
It's a bit average.
Yeah, they're a bit of an average team. I think their expectations are maybe a bit too high. I think Newcastle were really poor. Elliott is a shit.
You have to be really poor.
They play such a high line. It was so easy. It was always like one ball. Like Gerrard, like unmarked in the centre circle. He's an amazing player. He loops it over the top. I don't know. I just thought.
I mean, to let Henderson score a couple goals.
Yeah.
To let Downing assist a few times.
And to let
Borini come onto the pitch and score. There has to be something really wrong with you.
It lets you know that I feel like Newcastle were just that bad.
They were that bad.
It was the equivalent to a QPR performance. Speaking of QPR, our next comment happens to be from a person called Connor Pedro, who said this. What do you think of Joey Barton going absolutely mental at the QPR players? Especially Bosingwa, whose eyebrows done more for QPR than he actually has done. Basically, what happened was, on Twitter, after...
As always, Twitter, because what else does Joey do?
Yeah,
except
apart from
for
playing
tweet.
football on Twitter. Joey Barton basically had an attack, and he attacked the majority of the QPR team, but he singled out Bosingwa. And if you watch the game, I can actually see why he singled out Bosingwa.
If you watch the whole season, you can see why he singled out Bosingwa.
He just doesn't seem interested. This is an
Doesn't
individual that Mourinho signed at Chelsea for, I believe, 16 million or something ridiculous like that.
That's a lot of money.
And I can't see why. He looks like Mr. Potato Head. Like, he's got like, you know, like some people get a monobrow.
Would you get offended if I say he kind of looks like you?
Bosingwa doesn't really look pretty.
He just looks like a rough Portuguese man.
He looks like an accident.
Looks like I see him working on a building site with my dad.
Yeah, I can see him working in Nando's.
Nando's, and he's Portuguese.
Yeah.
So kind of goes well.
Yeah, I feel like.
But what do we think of the
whole?
whole?
Do you know when like they've been relegated? And I think what Joey Barton was trying to get at, if you've been relegated, it's obviously not a great time in your life. He's walked down the tunnel having a bit of a laugh. Oh, you just been relegated, Bosingwa. You're gone. You're no longer in the Premier League. You should be upset. Show some, I don't know, some anger, some respect.
Hashtag respect.
People, the fans have come to watch Bosingwa be happy at the fact that they're relegated. I'm seeing some people.
Apparently, it was a joke between him and another Portuguese dude.
Who?
I don't know. He was on a bench for Reading. I think.
Joey Barton was right.
Joey Barton, I love him because he fucks up the bass.
He's very outspoken.
And
Says
this is the bass, and he fucks it up. So we need people to fuck up the bass.
And I just feel like QPR
Keep
have
it
been
up.
relegated purely because no one's there because they want to save QPR. They're
just
all
a
there because it's just a lot of
Capitalist
money.
venture.
Yeah, so that was obviously a big problem. Loic Remy had no interest on going.
It's like the US
going to
housing
QPR.
market of 2008 when everything just went. Pfft. It's like Cyprus. It's like the EU. What do you call it? Eurozone.
I don't know. You got
It's
university.
QPR.
I'm so happy. I hate Harry Redknapp.
That's banter.
I definitely hate Jamie. So it was nice to see them go down.
So do you think QPR are eternally doomed?
Yeah, I feel like Reading can definitely come back up purely because.
What, Reading over QPR?
100%.
But QPR have the money still.
But like, who's gonna go there?
Money. No.
Nah, Tyrat's gonna go leave. Loic Remy's definitely gonna leave. Clint Hill, I think he was crying yesterday.
No, apparently he wasn't crying. He was laughing.
Clint Hill was what? Clint Hill was
Oh,
laughing.
Yep, there's a photo of him in the papers laughing.
Basically, what you are telling me is Clint Hill at one point in the game was laughing, then in the interview
He was
seemed
laughing at
really-
the end when it ended.
Oh, was he
He
laughing
was
at the
just
end?
making jokes as well.
But you know what? Has something ever happened to you? Yeah, it's quite serious. You have to laugh it off. Like when I found out my girlfriend cheated on me, I had to laugh because it was just to hold back the tears.
Joe Barton, keep fucking out the base, man.
Yeah.
We love your Twitter rants. We need more people like you and Suarez
Piers Morgan.
and
I love Piers Morgan
Cannibals.
as well.
Piers Morgan. You know,
Amazing.
people, just the people that give you something to talk about.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't be here sitting talking if it wasn't for you talking. So keep talking. Next comment. Main 2D has said, talk about Mario Götze to Bayern and the Champions League, please. Greg Dog 999 has said, it's quite funny how wrong you are about the Bayern and Dortmund. You guys feel like idiots. Why would we feel like idiots?
Feel the same to me. Go on. What did the last one say?
And then the Chelsea fan Foot of W said, what's your thoughts on the Champions League semi-final German demolition in the first leg?
It was all so depressing.
It was also German. It was precise.
Yeah.
It was to the point.
Yeah.
They put the goals away.
Bayern Munich won 4-0. Was the second goal offside from Mario Gomez? I think the
it
third goal
was.
was definitely a foul. I saw the space invader, as he likes to call himself, just literally push Alba on the floor. Like Alba's marking Robin. Robin's come in. Thomas Muller's come out and just barged along the floor.
they scored.
Knocked him out. They scored and made it 3-0.
But you know what?
So it wasn't all like...
But he said, do we feel like idiots? No, because who
No.
expected two German teams to win like
4-0
4-0
and 4-1.
4-1 against the two favourites? Like
The only
Barcelona
reason
as
why
well.
I do feel like an
Barcelona
idiot-
were demolished.
No, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I did say Mario Götze was coming to Arsenal, and literally the same
Now
night.
you might feel like an idiot.
I do feel like
Yeah.
an idiot, 100%. He's obviously gone to Bayern Munich, and I feel like he's playing well purely because he wants to continue this good form into next season.
But how about Lewandowski?
Lewandowski was amazing.
The Polish man up front, the big Pole, my cousin, he absolutely... It was incredible. Seems like our predictions were wrong, and I don't feel like an idiot, but...
You never know. I remember Deportivo once upon a time coming back from...
and I remember
being-
Liverpool.
Liverpool came back in the second half, so there's still 90 minutes to go.
Leave your comments. Tell us, you're going to be watching the game.
You are,
now,
with your
so
eyes.
leave some comments during the game and tell us, what you think. Keeping with the German theme, we had Mario Götze
Yeah.
and Bayern stating that he's moved to Bayern from Dortmund
For 32
on the
mil.
eve of the Champions League games.
But then who released it? Was it Bayern
Cheeky.
Munich or the blooming agent? Bayern Munich are bang out of order, if I'm totally honest with you. I kind of feel they've done it
Awful.
to... it's a way of basically saying we are the dominant team. And they've gone into a game against Barcelona and said, you know what? You once were the power. Not only have we taken your
anymore.
former manager, we've taken Mario Götze, probably one of the best young promising players, not just only in Germany, but in world football. Maybe is it a shift of power from Spain to Germany? I mean, Spanish teams have been pretty strong within the Champions League.
It seems like it is.
It could be, but
think
I
it is.
didn't see Bayern Munich beating Barcelona 4-0. And all I'm saying is that Barcelona got Messi.
Barcelona got messied.
They have got Messi. And if we're going to think in that the game... I mean, obviously, most times when it's 4-0, it's game over. Look, if Barcelona get 2 early goals, it's a completely different game. You're asking them to get 2 in the first, 2 in the second.
This is German teams we're talking about. And German teams, they just know how to shut shit down.
Look, Bayern Munich are very, 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 very good defensively, but Arsenal went over there and won 2-0. And I'm telling you, I'm thinking to myself, I never would have saw that happening. And Bayern Munich looked like the reason why that we even won 2-0 for the simple fact is that they felt like the first leg was over, 3-1, like we've won the game. If they go into that
Do you
mentality,
think maybe they've learnt a lesson from that?
I don't know.
Because Barcelona, if we go to Barcelona a few game weeks back, they had a PSG tie, which was very tight.
Yeah.
Which really could have gone the other way around.
Could have.
They lost to Milan away.
And then they come back on 4.
They won, but if it wasn't for that guy hitting the post in the first half, for Milan,
Yeah,
it could have been a totally different story. So I think Barcelona have been a bit more on the kind of downward slope. They're still a brilliant team, but it's a bit more downward. And the Germans...
I mean, Real, they lost 4-1 to Dortmund, but...
Then
like I said,
the Galatasaray game as well. That was very tense for Real Madrid. But we have been wrong in the past about predictions, so will we be wrong again?
I don't know anymore.
Plug time.
Plugs. Well, guess what?
What?
Someone's flown away again.
Who?
Someone that usually stays in this country, but not for too long. Forget about Jerry. Who's the other character in that?
Tom.
Tom! Mr. Tom Deacon. Do you know where he went?
Where?
He went to see Bayern Munich.
Play Barcelona.
Yeah. Here's a little clip of what he got up to. We weren't there.
No.
I'm in the big place. It's Bayern Munich versus Barcelona. The Bushman has delivered a ticket again. All I have to do is get amongst it. Come on, Bayern!
Make sure to check out the full video on the channel. Plug time ×2. And KSI was at the Dortmund match.
He was at the Dortmund?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, KSI was at Dortmund?
He was at Dortmund. Yeah, KSI was at Dortmund.
Oh, is there a clip of this as well?
Oh yeah, check it out here.
Deal with it, mate.
And that was KSI and Tom. And this is us, still in the country.
Still in the country.
Haven't gone anywhere.
I wouldn't trade this for anything. Quick fire round!
I would be ready for this.
Why are you not ready for this?
Because there's something you need to give me. I don't even know if you even have it on you.
Let me just...
All right, we have to beat what we got last week. I believe it was 20.
Let's beat the record.
I believe we can do it purely because we have the ability to. All right, you focused?
Fucking focused.
You sure?
So
Slap your
focused.
chest really hard. Not too much. You've got a microphone, remember?
Sorry.
3, 2, 1.
David, how'd you get your hair so beautiful? Because I'm beautiful. Who's going to the Premiership next year? Brighton, Palace, Watford or Bolton? Bolton. Is the Bundesliga better than the La Liga? Hell no. Poet, your laugh would make a good ringtone. Ah! Next season, there'll be 3 Welsh teams in the Premier League. Squad Swansea and Gareth Bale. I like you. Di Canio, Mourinho. Di Canio, he fucks at the base. Hey, Poet, weren't you the guy dry humping a dough in Dappy's Tarzan video?
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah.
If Balotelli scores against Man City, he doesn't celebrate. Is he celebrating? He's just being Balotelli. When do you think Ferguson will retire? And who do you think will replace him when he dies? If Elbeck wins a wife at a warfare fair, then what does he do with his wife? He just war. What? Train fucking rule. They do. I watched the program. I have left this comment in the hope that I use the quick fire round and it will take up to enough seconds to thwart your target of 24. You're a Do you feel that has been a swing of power to German football just one good season? A bit of a swing. Yeah. Fishermen fuck up the base. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's your favourite colour? Green. You guys are so weedy. Beef up, badge up and fuck up a couple of base. Glenn is a stupid name. It is. I'm a blue giraffe. Stay denture, get frimpong. I'm on the toilet. That's nice to know. Points laughter is my new ringtone. Your new ringtone.
I think we should count that back.
21. Ooh, does this count? Did we make the 22? Let's go to the instant replay. I'm on the toilet. That's nice to know. Points laughter is my new ringtone. Your new ringtone. We did it! We did it! We did it!
We did! I've got a cold, David!
Did it, poet! We did it!
Oh, God,
22. 22. I feel victorious.
I don't.
It's how Mourinho feels all the time.
Oh.
Is it really weird if I sit on this chair like this?
Yeah.
This feels really... Whoa.
Showing a lot of leg. I feel like you're expecting something.
I'm just going to sit normally. But we did it. Thank you for leaving your comments. And the guy who tried to thwart our battle against the quickfire round.
You're a really awful
You're
man.
naughty.
To the millions and millions of Copper 90 fans, this is the epic moment in the show. Only described as
Chata Sansektain! That was really hard to do.
Yeah, that was quite...
That was just like hard to pronounce, and I don't know if I probably didn't pronounce it correctly. And it's in Irish.
We apologise if we did get it incorrect.
This week, We couldn't pick between the two top comments.
All right, we couldn't.
So we've picked two. And the first one is from Michael Green, who has said, how do you describe a colour?
Now, without using comparison, it's actually quite difficult to describe a colour. So obviously, if you incorporate comparison, you'd be like, what colour is it? Same colour as a bus. And your average bus is usually red. But if you said to me, describe the colour red without using comparison, how would you describe that colour?
So I was trying to think, it didn't work. I was thinking hard there. That was hard thinking. We are left speechless for once.
Wow, that works.
Thank you, Michael Green. And his name is Michael Green, ironically. So,
How do you describe your second name?
thanks, Michael. Keep sending your comments. The other comment is a bit more, it's even deeper than that.
Very deep.
It is so deep.
It's an ocean. You can get lost in it.
Daniel Faulkner has said,
What do you say?
I would die for Copper 90, man.
Dying for Copper 90 is a paradox. So it's a beautiful thing, but we don't want you to die.
Like, we appreciate your
Love and commitment.
love for us.
And the sacrifice you're willing to make for such a
Your
beautiful
life.
place. But
The only thing you have, your life.
I kind of feel you should live for Copper 90.
Don't do it, bro.
Because the moment you live and you spread the word of Copper 90, more people know about us. What would you do for Copper 90? We want you to live, but I don't know, would you go on the bus and scream Copper 90 for an hour? Would you do
Leave
that
some
for Copper 90?
comments.
Leave some comments that what you would do.
Even better, make a response video.
Yeah. of
That
what
means
you
you're
would do.
really living for Copper 90.
100%. I feel like that is more of a commitment which can be witnessed, and then we could just feature it in the show. We could say next week, oh, these are the people that were willing to do something for Copper 90. Keep making comments.
And living for
And
Copper
living,
90.
Living for Copper 90. Subscribe. And I look like a gangster. David looks like a toothbrush. Please, slide away into the distance.
Want me to slide away?
Yeah. I wave, he slides. Goodbye, David. And thank you for being here once upon a time.
Bye.
He was an amazing individual.
Am I in shot?
Just about.
Oh. But
Roll away.